about to get serious here!
There's no way you win against me now.
Alright everyone, JB here, and we're back with another Dragon Ball Z Villain channel today. Now today, we're going to have a quick discussion mainly talking about the 6th anniversary and also these, the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and this Whis, because they kind of look like maybe either some teasers or maybe some hints going, forward towards the anniversary itself. Because just for you guys to know, the Saiyan Saga, campaign is still active. The 100 million campaign is still active. So it's weird that they added both of these into the, into the game at this time. And we're going to talk a little bit about that, a couple character predictions, I think personally as well, and some other stuff. So, as always, if you're new around here, consider leaving a like on the video and join the channel because it is very much appreciated. Now, first things first, I want to get over with. They added both of these a couple days ago on the weekly reset, which was Tuesday night, basically Wednesday morning. So the thing is, Whis is Goku. This Super Saiyan 3 Goku is from the Majin Buu saga. Then also the co-op is also based on Goku as well. So the thing is, like I mentioned, we're in a Saiyan Saga campaign still. It's still active. We're in a 100 million campaign user. It's all still active. So it makes no sense for them to add this unless it's some sort of a hint, right? Or maybe what I was also thinking is it could be that they're throwing this in there to kind of throw us off from what the anniversary is really supposed to be for part 1, part 2, then we also have part 3, but I don't think it's that. I feel like it possibly could be, but I feel like it can't be, right, at the same time. So one thing to notice is after the Saiyan Saga campaign ends, the 100 million users campaign, there is no buffs up until the anniversary. There's no buffs. There's no new campaigns, no new, monthly LFs, none of that. The only thing that we have in between the two of those is Goku's Day, which is next week on the 9th. And then there's also like the countdown and the login bonuses for the anniversary and everything. So there's nothing really, so we're kind of in, like a dry sprout or dry period, because we're just going to have our, our normal weekly resets for like PvP, tournament power, and different events, co-op, just the normal stuff, right? So when we're looking at, let's say, Goku, right, there's a lot of options, and I also threw a community post out there as well. So if you guys want to go comment on that, it's going to be used in a a future video and everything. But currently, right, Goku is not in the best standing, but it's not the worst, right? There's a couple options that I would love for them to go down the route of. If they do say like a Goku versus Majin Buu saga, maybe something like a versus banner, right? We've seen it happen before. They did it last year with, I think, the Gammas and Piccolo. So Goku, first thing that comes to mind for me, one of them has to possibly be, I would say, these guys. We need an LF tag of Zamasu and Goku Black. It's just we don't have a representation of that in the game yet, and that will be anniversary hype. I feel like Goku, that will be anniversary hype. I've mentioned this in my prediction video that I did 2 months ago. This guy, he gets no love. Just the God form in general doesn't get any love in the game whatsoever. So a God Goku, because this Whis, right, while we're on the topic of talking about the characters, this Whis is from the Beer saga. That's why you see everyone out there throwing in God Goku, because if they're throwing this, this character as an ant maybe towards, the anniversary part 1, there's a good chance that we can get a God Goku from the Beer saga. So yeah, that it's looking pretty good so far if this is what we're getting. Also merge Zamasu or corrupt Zamasu. He needs an LF. If they don't give him a revamped LF, I feel like he's definitely worthy of an Ultra, possibly, right? I also have a couple things pulled up on Dokkan, because Dokkan already has some of these concepts. Let's say, like, Merzmon. I mean, we have an LF version of him in the game, but I think LR, in terms of Dokkan terms, would be Ultra for us. While, you know, let's say like a Dokkan Fest would be like an LF compared to like Legends. That's kind of like the terms it is with, you know, between Dokkan and etc. And then there's also, if we don't get a Dog Goku, I would be so happy if we get something from the Broly movie. The Dog Duo. You know, I mentioned this in my prediction video. Legends, you have to make it happen. It's either Dog Goku or the Dog Duo. And if it isn't anything from the, you know, it would be disappointing if they don't give us a God Goku from there. Also got him as well right here. They got him as well. It's a lot of character options. And then there's also one I want to mention is we could possibly see a Rose. I would throw Rose in there simply because his if you look at his most updated character, it's obviously this Ultra Rose. If you're not counting like the free Roses that we've gotten, and also like the All-Star Banner Roses, because they're, let's be honest, they're not that great, right? So we could be seeing something like that, because we know Legends is comfortable with making a revamped version of an older character. They did it with LF Namku, so therefore it's a good chance. It's a good chance. And then when you look at, let's say, Majin Buu Saga, the first thing that comes to mind, there's two options that comes to mind for me, obviously being Super Vegito. Now in LF Super Vegito, yes, I think they would do something similar to giving us like a revamp LF Super Vegito, greater animations, better kit, you know, because the only LF one that we have is this Super Vegito right here. And yeah, he's pretty old. And then we also have, let's say, you know, Super Saiyan 3 Goku from the actual Majin Buu Saga. I think if you're looking at like just Goku himself, you can look at him, but we do have an LF version, I think. I could be wrong. Oh, I skipped over him. Yeah, so this Goku is pretty old. I think they recently gave this guy an equipment, I believe. I could be wrong. You know, I don't always keep up to tabs with everything that drops with Legends, but I try to keep up with it. But yeah, that would be definitely anniversary hype. LF, you know, Super Saiyan 3 Goku or Super Vegito. But also I have a couple more options that I also want to throw in there, just for the sake, right? So let's look at Dokkan really quick. So we kind of already have this kind of concept with the Buu Duo and all that good stuff. Now what I'm thinking, I don't know, let me see, do they have them up here? Let's just say, for example, right? Well, actually, no, this is the wrong one. But it would technically be Buuhan. Let's say they give us like a Buuhan that transformed. It would technically be this guy right here, because he's basically the transformation version on Dokkan. So let's just say they give us like maybe a Buuhan Majin Buu that transforms into Kid Buu, or revives into Kid Buu, etc., right? Or it could just be a straight up LF Buuhan. I wouldn't be too mad about that, but this is just me throwing extra, you know, just different characters as an alternative if they don't decide to give us the characters that are obviously, you know, anniversary hype. Because you want to match the hype, you want to match, you know, people wanting to summon for the character. I feel like that's a big emphasis, you know, and Legends have done great on that when it comes to festivals and anniversaries. Another option that possibly they could throw in there, honestly speaking, they can probably give us maybe an LF Majin Vegeta. You know, Vegeta hasn't really had too much love this year at all. Super Vegeta, they did not do too well with that. I feel like they did a better, they did better with, you know, Nappa and the revival into Vegeta, but I feel like they're very mechanical wise. So if you don't have like certain things for them, they don't feel as great. Well, I'm not saying they're bad, but they feel more mechanical wise, that you have to have certain mechanics for them to get, you know, get going and everything. But besides that, Majin Buu Saga anniversary hype characters wise, you could throw in maybe Ultimate Gohan. I don't know which Ultimate Gohan do we have from the Majin Buu saga. Do we even have one? I think no, we do. It's this Zenkai green one. Yeah, this guy doesn't have no representation in the game. We don't have him from the Majin Buu saga. We don't have him. I mean, we don't have an LF version of him. Also from the Tournament of Power. So I feel like it's a slept-on form as well. But I feel like that's just something just to throw in there, right? But when it comes to anniversary hype, I feel like it comes down to either maybe God Goku, the Tag God Duo, maybe a like I mentioned, an LF Tag, Goku and Zamasu, which I don't think I looked at over here. If we can find them, they should be on here since I have God Key pulled up. Yep, so they'll be right here. They kind of have that, even though this is technically an assist in Dokkan, but at the same time, Dokkan isn't a PvP game, so it's a little bit different. But yeah, this will be a cool concept. I will love it, and honestly, besides Vegito, future Gohan, future Trunks, those are probably like my number 2 and 3 spots when it comes to favorite characters. So I would love to see something from future. Because if you're looking at future, I mean, we're looking at it strictly from God Key wise, right? But if they are, let's just say that they are, if they're throwing like a curveball at us right here, let's go over here and let's look at future, right? We could possibly get, let's say, a duo Trunks and Future Han, right? Because that would be cool, right? Like, why is that not in the game? Actually, I don't know what I'm doing at this point. Let's look at future over here on Dokkan, because they actually have a couple more better concepts. Maybe we can get, we kind of already have this Gohan in the game. This LF Gohan, he's already in the game for us, because we have what was it, the yellow, yeah, the yellow LF Gohan. Now I think they have a concept, I could be wrong. They do have one right here, but this is with Kid Trunks, so that could also be a concept as well, right? I think, actually no, I could be wrong. We do have one like this, but it's an EX character, so we don't have an LF version of that. But the one that I'm talking about is Tank Top Trunks right here. Someone made a concept, I think it was PLAYZ, shout out to him on Twitter or X, whichever one y'all call it. But it was a concept with this Trunks and, future Gohan with his one arm and everything. So that's a dope concept. I would love to see something like that, hopefully. But for now, I'm gonna keep it strictly to just it possibly being God Key and Majin Buu saga related. But at the same time, if it isn't either one of those for part 1, I think future, because future hasn't been buffed since what? I would say probably what, this Cell's release? Yeah, probably this Cell's release, or Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, because we had like the all-star banner with these guys right here. Yeah, so as many characters that we have in future, we don't, they haven't been buffed in a minute, and it's definitely one of those tags that I ran a lot, especially when it was pretty dominant. So that is probably going to be it for today's video. That pretty quick video, right? Just a quick discussion about everything, just to go over everything. Next week we're definitely going to get something for Goku's Day. That is on May 9th, so keep that in mind. I don't know if it's going to be like some special event, maybe some special login, or maybe like a special raid, but we're getting something related to Goku's Day. And then also anniversary countdown should also be next week, possibly. Normally it should be, right? Because it's a couple weeks to the anniversary, and eventually we're gonna get the login bonuses and etc. And the anniversary date is on May 28th. Now it could be earlier because it has happened before on previous anniversaries, like a day or two earlier. But I'm gonna just assume that it's gonna be on the 28th. That seems like the logical answer here. But let me know, just, some characters, some predictions you guys have in the comment section. Who do you think, besides character wise, what could part 1 be? God Key, Majin Buu saga, future. What is anniversary hype for you personally? or just something for like the player base. But as always, everyone have a blessed day. It's your boy JB. I'm out.